Welcome everybody to HOTD episode 7. Please leave a like and subscribe. We're just going to get right into it this week. This video is going to be long probably, so we'll see what happens this time. Hope you guys enjoy. Check out Patreon to get the uncut reaction, but otherwise, let's get into it. Anything you want to say before I get into it?
No.
Let's go.
Why do you think that you're so funny?
Because you don't, that's why. It's funny how you're just immediately embarrassed.
It's embarrassing.
I don't know why it's so funny to me right now. Is that Damon?
Probably.
Oh, it's a Valerian funeral. Not a time skip after the episode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's cool.
The Merling King. This is some interesting.
I'm so glad we get to see them again. I was really missing them last episode.
Otto.
Back at it. Wow.
Not directed at anyone in particular.
All right.
Even Damon's like, okay, all right. At my wife's funeral. Laughing at his wife's funeral.
This guy's not making it about his wife at all. He's just... Maybe a bunch of them down there.
That's a crazy shelf. Just right there. Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is cool. It must be like fully sealed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The dragons.
Yeah, keep an eye on those kids.
The little cousins who lost their mother could use a kind word.
I have an equal claim to sympathy.
Jace,
She's been harrowing Lord Lionel's whole.
it would not be appropriate. The Valorians are our king and the strong side. Let me. Do you understand?
He's looking better. Am I crazy?
Maybe the saltwater air is doing him well. It's gone down to the sea to rest up.
We have nothing in common.
She's our sister.
You marry her then.
I wouldn't perform my duty if you only betrothed us. It would strengthen the family. Valyrian blood pure.
She's an idiot.
She's your future queen.
We actually do have one thing in common. We both fancy creatures with very long...
Allison already planning to marry her children together just to get out of having to marry him to someone else.
No, because she wants to strengthen their claim so that
They're like double.
So, well, yeah, it's like she's stacking the deck in her favor or in her child's favor. That's what it is.
Although I don't know that, because like they previously talked about how like obviously they're still marrying within the family, but like the people of Westeros don't really appreciate siblings being married.
Yeah, but in like a War of Succession, it might matter more as far as like what people
she's
think.
not trying to marry him off to like Daemon's kids. But I guess she doesn't really like Daemon. But they also then you could have the backing of the Valerians, because then they'd be tied to you, and they're not actually blood tied to Rhaenyra's children. So like, you know what I mean? Like that could be a different way to swing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just lurking around. Get that psychopath away from me.
Varys is the new Lord of Harrenhal.
Not for long if the trend holds.
for my seat. And
That's
my
nice.
title will be
Yeah.
yours one day, Viserys. Your brother will be king, of course. He'll sit on endless councils and ceremonies. The Lord of the Tides rules the sea.
Sorry. I don't want to.
It's your birthright, lad.
If I'm the Lord of Driftmark, it means everyone's dead.
That's so sad. Oh,
That is sad.
that's really sad.
I wish more people thought like him.
Yeah.
I wish more people thought like him. All worried about the title, nobody gives a shit about their family. It's fucking weird. More people need to think like him. It's so sad.
One thing I do really hate that kid's haircut, like, so much. He looks like he's, like...
This one?
Yeah. It just looks way too modern.
I mean, hair always grew the same way.
I know, it's just the style of it. I don't know why, it just throws me off.
I don't think it looks modern. I think it looks normal. It's just shorter. I just want to point out how much better the world would be if all of these kids' parents just fucking kicked the bucket right away and they weren't putting...
And then they all just were growing up feeling bad that their parents died.
Well, like, look at that look that they just exchanged. They're just like... There's this weird animosity that's being, like, put on them, but in a moment of, like, grief, they, like, can look at each other without, like, hatred or anything, without bullying, without anything. And he goes over to the girls and they don't even, like, exchange pleasantries. He doesn't have to bow and express his deepest sympathies for the tragic pass of your mother. No, they just hold hands because they're family, extended family, and, you know, they're kids in this fucked up world. You know, it's just, like, they go around all over the place, and it's, like, all the kids just kind of get it. Yeah, and then, is the kid's name Viserys? Jacaerys? Something like that. The second born to Rhaenyra. Talking to Corlys, and Corlys is all talking about his birthright and all, you know, whatever. Yeah. And it doesn't matter to him. None of these kids have any stake in this bullshit. And it's like, it's so tragic to know that, like, very soon they're going to be, like, at each other's throats for no reason. And, like, it's just crazy how easily people lose sight of what's important, man. It's crazy.
You should return with us to King's Landing. It's time that you came home.
Pentos is my home, and that's my children.
Damon, I know we've had our differences, but let them pass with the years. There's a place for you in my court. That's something you should need.
I need nothing.
It's so sad. It's all...
Just wants his brother to come home.
He just wants to be there for his brother. He wants him to be home so they can be together because he knows he's dying. Like, his brother lost his wife. He knows how that feels better than anyone. They lost their wives the same way. And he just wants them. It's the same thing, man. It's just, it's...
But at the same time, like, in the overall big picture, Daemon coming home won't do anyone any favors, you know.
Might do some people some favors.
Well, some people some favors.
Might, you know, I don't know. Maybe having him around would like give Aegon a good or a decent, like, a strong male role model in his life to, like, show him what it means to be, like, a strong Targaryen, not a piece of shit, even though obviously Daemon is a piece of shit in his own way. But, you know, at least he won't only be able to listen to his mom putting shit in his ear. It's just like everything's so close to being just totally fine, and I just know that it's not going to, and it's just so tragic to watch. Rhaenyra's all looking over her shoulder every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
What I really, really wish is that Rhaenyra would just give up claim to the throne and they
Yeah.
could all just move in here, you know,
Yeah.
and just like chill out, and they get to keep their family, and you know that's the
That's what
end of
needs to
that,
happen.
you know.
That's what needs
Like,
to happen.
Then, you know, Alicent gets her way. Rhaenyra doesn't get to have her children killed for being bastards, like all of that, like, you know. But that's obviously not going to happen. But
It's like
I wish that it would.
That would untangle this whole fucking
Yeah.
knot over here, this web of nonsense. It's like they really fucked up by acting out of desperation when Viserys had no choice left, and now we're like 20 years later, and you know times have changed, and everybody's still holding on to this when all Rhaenyra needs to do is just say the word and everything's fine. At the end of it, I mean, everyone should just back off and not be so invested in the title of it all, for one, because everybody's ego's involved. But like, if Rhaenyra could be the bigger person and admit that she doesn't actually even want to be queen that badly to herself,
Do you
then,
want to be queen over like your children and your family?
Yeah, if you want your dad, like it's that's where the ego comes in, because like at first it was like she wanted her dad to acknowledge her as like her heir, as her one most important thing in the world that he didn't do. But like, I just don't like it. That's selfish. That's like the ego. Yeah, I mean, we keep saying the same things, but it's just I just can't express enough how like tragic this all is, because I just know it's hell on the horizon. It's his grandson too.
Yeah.
Did it just get really... Did they just put a filter over everything? I hate when
they
movies
make
do
stuff
this.
so dark.
They did this on purpose. They filmed everything at the same time during the day, or at this, you know, on the same day. And it's all just people looking at each other, so it didn't take that long to film. So then, because they didn't get the right light to show that time had passed, they just put a fucking filter over everything.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead does this all the time, or did this all the time.
It's very annoying because usually, you know, the background's dark, but then you shine slight lights on the people, so that you can still see them. But then when you don't do that,
this is an edit. This is in the edit. They realized, oh, it doesn't. I don't think the audience would understand that it's like nighttime now. So let's put a filter on it to make sure everybody knows. You can see the sky. It's daytime. Like the sky is daytime, but it's just overcast. So instead of doing CGI on the sky, they just put a fucking filter over everything to make it seem like it's nighttime when it's not. Like the way the shadows are, the way everybody's lit, it's clearly the middle of the day.
Yeah. He's gonna go after the dragons again. Imagine if he gets
Vhagar.
Yeah.
I think it'll
What if he
pass
got
to.
eaten by-
I think it'll pass to Elena's daughter. Who,
I know. I would like that better. But this kid just has like he really has a calling towards dragons.
Yeah, I wonder what was calling him.
His own stupidity gets eaten by a dragon.
Lena needed our maesters.
They wouldn't have been able to do anything different.
They don't know that though. They don't know that.
Sultans in Pentos are as well trained as our maesters.
She just lost her daughter.
To place blame for an act of the gods.
Perhaps the gods have scorned us for our insatiable pride.
The crown was yours until those fools at the Great Council plucked it from your head. Is it such a terrible thing for your husband to wish to win it back?
Tonight of all nights, let us lay aside this falsehood. It's not justice for your wife that drives you to your own ambition. If not for yourself, then for the scions of your house. I gave up the idea of wearing a crown a generation ago. It is you, Lord Husband, who refuses to abandon this pursuit, even now at the cost of our children.
Fuck yeah. Everyone just needs to take a step back and cool
What is
off.
this brief mortal life, if not the pursuit of legacy?
Legacy may be why you live your life, Corliss.
Spending time with my family is more important than what happens after I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
And they're dead before me because of my choices.
I want Driftmark to pass through Lena's line to Baelor. To true Valarian blood.
Not to
Declare it
Targaryens.
now, all are gathered here, and we will say that is how we will honor Rhaenyra's memory.
And disinherit our son.
He would be the king consort. His son will one day sit the Iron Throne.
He would have me cast an even darker shadow over those little boys than already exists.
We are alone here, husband. You can speak the plain truth as we both know it.
This is a
Rhaenyra's
big
children
move.
are not of your blood.
This is a huge move. If they do this, this is a big fucking
Rhaenyra's
deal.
are. They are her legacy.
History does not remember blood. It remembers names.
That's a hard decision. That's a hard
It's-
decision because that would be like a tacit admission that they are bastards and
Exactly.
and not like she said, shine an even darker shadow, not just over like them as their inheritance or whatever, but like everyone would start looking a little closer who hadn't seen them in person maybe, like, or who had like, oh, well, did you hear Corlys disinherited all of Laenor's sons?
Yeah,
Like,
it's really
it's a
fucked
hard
up
situation.
because if they weren't bastards and like, or if no one suspected that they were, and it wasn't a thing no one would ever find out other than them because they knew that their son was gay, and like if no one did, either they weren't bastards or they were, but it was highly unlikely that anyone would ever figure it out. They were gonna sit on the throne no matter what. Then it might be a nice thing because they have the throne. They don't need Driftmark. We can give that to our daughter's children who will have nowhere to go because Daemon doesn't have his own place.
Yeah.
If that was the case, then it wouldn't really stir it up as much because it would be seen as them doing something nice for the memory of their daughter and her children. But because people already suspect that Rhaenyra's children are bastards, what are you
more
doing other than
yeah.
blatantly admitting it and saying, as well as admitting it, that you are not going to support them?
So once
you will
again,
abandon them. And
once again,
so,
Rhaenyra is just fucking it up for everybody else. She not only because she married another house. And she technically, it's such a fucked up situation because she has the greater claim. It's such an uncommon thing because the woman in this case has a greater claim than the man. So then her decisions, she's kind of the man in the relationship. She's the one like fathering bastards and then legitimizing, whatever. Like it complicates things, but it complicates things in such a specific way because the man in the relationship has a type. Yeah, it's unforeseen complications for sure. It sucks, and I really feel bad for Rhaenys. She lost her daughter, and yeah, I'm glad she said what I've been saying for the last 7 episodes, that it's all about everybody's ego and pride, and everyone just if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and stop trying to, feed your ego and your ambition over nothing. Because yeah, legacy doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Just because you have a lot more money and a lot more land and a lot more fucking possessions and people who work under you doesn't mean that it matters what happens after you die. It doesn't change anything. And it's stupid to think so. So enjoy your time while you're here. Make sure that people are fed and not fighting in a war and dying. And spend time with your children before they get burned by a fucking dragon in childbirth. Right? That's a weird... Anyway. It's like, what's important to everybody? Is this important to you?
You have more to lose.
Yes, well, that has been my lot since my father named me heir.
Oh, it's my lot in life. You fucking idiot.
We did try to conceive a child. We performed our duty as best we could, but to no avail. There was no joy in it. I found that elsewhere. It
She's
felt good to
telling
be
all.
deserted.
I understand Sir Harwin was quite devoted to you.
Yes, he was. And I trusted him.
She's trusting him, Damon, a lot right now.
Returning to the river. Karen's curse is said to be as strong now as it was after the conquest.
It's a ghost story. Once Rotter and the Queen would gladly exploit.
It's
I
not
do
a
not
ghost story.
believe Alicent's capable of cold murder.
That's true. She's reading Alicent, right? Not anyone else. Not anyone else that may be working with Alicent.
Yeah, it's technically true. I guess there haven't been enough people with Harrenhal yet, but even in the present day, like late in the current era, like everyone who had Harrenhal is fucking dead. There's like 20 people since it was built who have been fucked up severely. It's a totally cursed.
I wouldn't say this is the smartest thing to be doing in broad moonlight, when everyone is in town.
I'm sure Lyra Strong didn't bring any spies with him.
No.
They're completely alone right now. I want to blame it on, like, their grief and everything, but they don't need grief to be fucking stupid. She's gonna get pregnant again, isn't she?
I'm certain of it.
With a full-blooded Valyrian child, four places behind the other bastards. Is he watching? Where is he? He's going after the dragons! Catch a dragon!
Kid, you better be very careful. This is How to Train Your Dragon 4.
Yeah. Hiccup. He just shows up. Easy there, bud.
or he's gonna succeed. He's gonna succeed, or he's just gonna get fucking killed.
He's going after Vhagar, I bet. If it's still here. This is a really foreboding setting right now.
Just running straight at a sleeping dragon. You're all right, child.
He can speak to them. He knows how to, he can speak Valyrian, so... It's like still so fucking dark, dude.
I hate making movies like this. It makes me so incredibly angry that I literally cannot see anything.
Let me just, like, mess with the monitor settings here real quick.
Like, it doesn't have to look like I'm actually there in the dark with them. I can tell that it's night if they just, like, put some light on the actual characters' faces so I can look at them.
I'm already on the bright setting of this monitor.
You
Vhagar.
better be careful.
It's an old dragon.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's also huge.
But it might not be as temperamental as the younger ones. Or we're about to see a child get burned alive right now.
You just gonna hop up on there?
Yeah, don't even, like, interact with it, make it trust you, let it sniff your hand.
Absolutely.
You're just gonna climb up on it and surprise this dragon that literally burnt to death its last owner. Or rider, not owner.
She asked it to, and it hesitated.
She did, but it knows that it's not Lena. Like, it'll know instantly.
Yeah, you thought you were gonna get away with that?
Sniffed it. Yeah, see? Is that like a, okay, I won't kill you, or you're my master now?
Okay, you can go on there.
I think it's a, I won't kill you as long as you step away.
Yeah.
I told you to fuck off!
You are lucky. Now this is your sign to leave. It's not incredibly pleased.
And neither will
the daughters
be when...
Or Damon as well.
Or
Like,
Damon.
No one's gonna be pleased about this.
When Alicent's kid takes his fucking wife's dragon the day of her funeral.
Yeah.
No way. I like him. He's badass.
Yeah. Not incredibly smart.
No, this is not the smartest thing he could do, but it is the coolest thing he could do.
Oh, it's like right by their place.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at all the sand like falling out of all the little creases on it.
Is he gonna die?
He has not developed any of like the muscles.
But he
or
has developed the grip strength of a god. Yeah, get around your arm there.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. This is so sick.
I'm really sad it gets killed by one of those.
Gets speared in the eye by a seagull beak. Like,
I'm sad that it's not Lena's daughter.
yeah, this is gonna cause even more problems. Like, what I didn't think there was another way you could complicate this, but it'll be, I'm happy for him. I'm beyond happy for him. I like this kid.
For him individually.
Yeah, I like this kid. You're right, it is How to Train Your Dragon. It's literally How to Train Your Dragon. It's actually How to Train Your Dragon. All the holes in the wings.
Mm-hmm. I love just the way that they made this dragon look so much older than the other ones.
Yeah.
They did a really
tell.
good job on the design. How the fuck could you steal Vagar?
Oh, she's gonna see Vagar flying around.
Did you just leave her there?
I think so.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Just destroying everything. It's so huge.
It's me.
Vega is my mother's dragon.
Your mother's dead.
Wow.
Vega has a new rider now.
She was mine to claim.
Then you should have claimed her. Then your
Wow.
cousins can find you a pig to ride. It would suit you.
It's 'cause an ass.
What a heel turn from this kid.
Oh!
Come at me again and I'll feed you to my dragon.
Oh my god.
Maybe I spoke too soon about the whole...
Oh.
Oh shit!
Holy
Oh shit!
Is this like a precursor to the rest of the series?
I think that's what we're supposed to gather here.
Do not
No,
kill
no,
this
no, no,
kid.
no, no,
I
no, no, no,
swear
no, no, no.
to God.
No! No!
Die screaming in flames just as your father did. Bastards.
Oh.
No, does he? All strong.
No.
Okay,
Oh
let's
my
cool off. Let's cool off here.
Ah! No. It's someone's parents.
Jesus,
Get over
fire
here.
and blood over here. No.
Holy shit.
Lost a fucking eye.
Let's be good. How could you allow such a thing to happen?
Who's he talking to?
I will have answers. The princess was supposed to be at bed, Mike. Who had the watch?
Crispin.
Was attacked by his own
Crispin.
Swap oaths to protect and defend my blood! I'm very sorry.
King's guard has never had to defend princes and princes.
That is no answer!
It will heal. Will it not, mister?
I don't know about that.
It will not.
Flesh will heal,
Not his eye.
but the eye is lustrous.
Holy shit.
Where are you?
Me?
Ow, what was that for? It was nothing compared to the abuse your brother suffered while you were drowning in your cups, you fool.
The abuse. Holy shit.
This is like the King's Road with Lady and shit. Like, this is the same
It's bad.
vibe, but way worse.
Show me. He did this.
Don't touch me. You attacked
What about your brother?
Enough! Enough!
This is where the king dies. He's dead.
Just has a stroke right here. Viserys, you gotta get a handle on this right now, my man. You gotta fucking nut up at this moment.
Aemon, I will have the truth of what happened now.
What else is there to hear? Your son has been maimed. Her son is responsible.
It was a regrettable accident.
Accident.
Let's
The Amber
hear it
committed killed my
out.
son.
It was my sons who were attacked and forced to defend themselves. Vile insults were levied against them.
What insults?
Why'd you bring that up? That was dumb as fuck.
The legitimacy of my son's birth was put loudly to question.
What?
Called us bastards.
Are in line to inherit the Iron Throne, Your Grace.
Why-
This is the highest of treasons.
Whoa, okay.
Prince
Whoa.
So we might learn. Prince Aemond must be sharply questioned so we might learn where he heard such slanders.
Trying to.
Over an insult. My son has lost an eye.
You tell me, boy. Where did you hear this lie?
The insult was training out bluster. A lot of boys, it was nothing.
Aemond, I asked you a question.
Where is Seleno? Entertaining his young squires. Adventure.
Jesus Christ.
The family drama is like.
Yeah. This is the worst Thanksgiving
Look
dinner.
at me with your one
king
eye.
demands an answer. Who spoke these lies to you?
Mom. Mom did. You like all the people in the back just look at the floor.
It was Apple.
Oh, Aegon.
And you, boy, where did you hear such calumnies? Aegon! Tell me the truth of it!
We know, Father. Everyone knows.
Oh my god.
Just look at them.
Oh my god.
This interminable infighting must cease!
I
All of
agree.
you! We are family! Now make your apologies and show goodwill to one another. Your father, your grandsire, your king demands it!
I mean, what else is there to do? Like,
Yeah.
you know? What do you want, Allison?
I'm so angry that Rhaenyra chose to do that rather than because he literally like
he incited.
he fully
He started it.
he genuinely did
start
start it. Because I thought because when he rolled in, I was on his side, and then they're like you stole the dragon. He's like he basically
I claimed it because it's my dragon. It's
yeah,
like holy shit! What the
maybe
heel
your cousins will
turn?
get you a pig to ride. Like it's just like.
I thought
Whoa.
he was. Yeah, it's like.
And then he starts beating the shit out of the two girls who put up a really good fight, by the way. But then when he goes for the baby, basically the one of they're all little kids, but like you go for like the 8-year-old with a rock
Yeah.
and start choking him out, and you think that his brother's not gonna like step like he is the one who invited a weapon into it.
Yeah.
If he didn't pick up the rock, they probably would have just had kept going in a fist fight and then
What happened is they needed to hear it all out. It doesn't seem like they heard out the whole situation. It seems like they all separately heard what happened, but nobody, like none of the kids were there like saying what happened. Mm-hmm. Like if you remember the King's Road, it's like there was screaming, like Joffrey was saying one thing and Cersei was saying one thing and Arya was saying another thing. No, he lied. It's like you need to hear the story from everybody, because if you leave it in this limbo state and then make it about their parentage, which is unrelated, like it's a side matter in this, like that's not what this is about. So like don't make it about that, because now it's about this huge thing that's like way bigger, and who have no choice but just to cut it off and say no. Man, oh my god, this is intense. Like this
is a crazy episode. It's only downhill.
and he's an
from
old
here.
man, and Allison is just like,
That is insufficient. Aemond has been damaged permanently. My king, goodwill cannot make him whole.
I know, Alison, but I cannot restore his eye.
No, because it's been taken.
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid.
no, eye for an eye.
I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
What?
Wow.
My dear wife,
He is your son, Bizzare. Your blood.
do not allow your temper to guide your judgment.
Say it louder so everyone can hear.
If the king will not seek justice, the queen will.
Oh, really?
Listen,
Oh, really?
Mother?
Alison,
Hello?
You will do no such thing.
stay your hand.
No, you're sworn to me!
Alison's on a power trip right
Yeah.
now, and she needs to cool it.
Protect them with me.
Crispin. Oh, now it's gonna be a fucking fight to the death between the Kingsguard.
This matter is finished. Do you understand? And let it be known, anyone whose tongue dares to question the birth of Princess Rhaenyra's sons should have it removed.
Well, he laid down the law. He laid it down.
She's just fucking.
Alison, stay with the king!
Oh my.
Somebody step in for the love of God!
Oh really?
You've gone too far. What have I done? But what was expected of me?
I've done what's
Upholding the kingdom, the family, the law. Well, you flouted it all to do as you please.
Alison, let her go!
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Is trampled under your pretty foot again.
Release the blade, Alison.
Now you take my son's eye, and to even that you feel entitled. Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness.
Oh shit.
They see you as you are.
Where'd she get her?
Oh my god.
someone,
Valyrian
like-
steel. Valyrian steel, it cut her right to the fucking bone.
Do not warn me, Mother. It was a fair exchange.
I may have lost an eye, but I gained a dragon.
This proceeding is at an end.
Her arm is open right now.
Yeah. Is it? Can someone attend to that? Yeah. Someone
Give that back
give
to the
that
king,
back.
please. Jesus Christ. Okay, now we see the sides. Oh my god.
I love how even Otto is
Even
like,
Otto's
put
like,
down
put
the knife.
knife down. This is not the time for this.
Yeah. Like.
That was stressful. I like that they didn't hold back. I like that was the time where everybody said what they needed to say. Well, you know, almost said what they needed to say, but like Alicent, I like that Alicent didn't hold back and they actually got, her and Rhaenyra actually got to each other, like had it out right there.
Mm-hmm.
For better or for worse. I like that. I like that it wasn't just like sneaking around and like conniving. Yeah. But you could tell that Alicent is jelly that Rhaenyra has not had to follow the rules and she had to, you know, do all this shit. Like it all came to a head. That was awesome. That was a great scene. That was the best scene of this show so far, dare I say.
Crazy.
The hand, Your Grace.
Oh no. Oh no. What are you gonna say, Otto? What's the council this time? I don't think that's it. I think it's like, well, you've started it, so how are we gonna finish it? Is she picking her fingers again?
Already the word is spreading, the gossip speculating I've gone mad.
All true.
I disgrace myself, and ensure that my husband's favour will forever rest on her.
And yet, I've never seen that side of you, my daughter. I even doubted its existence.
It was an ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game. And now, for the first time, I see that you have the determination to win it. Keep a grip on your passions. And I promise you, in time, you and I together will prevail. What that rogue Aemond has done in winning Vhagar to our side.
Yeah.
The boy was right. It's worth 1,000 times the price he paid.
It's so shitty. Yeah, as if they needed another dragon. I mean, I guess they didn't really have very many.
But now they have the best one, so it doesn't matter how many they have. My goodness.
You will scar, but the wound will heal. Valyrian steel cuts clean.
You show up.
I should have been there.
There should be our house words.
Ooh.
called our sons bastards.
Who's gonna tell her?
I have failed you, Rhaenyra. Our marriage, I tried. Our boys, I do love them.
I know.
Deeply. But I have not mayhaps loved them enough.
Mayhaps?
I had hoped to bail.
Mayhaps is, there's a theory that the word mayhaps is like a precursor to treachery. In the books, there's a big theory that, like, there's a game, I think, that the phrase play where you say mayhaps, and it's a kind of thing where, like, if you catch it, you lose. If the other person catches you saying it, then you lose the game. But if they don't, then you get to betray them.
Oh.
It's so, I think, is Lador, like, kind of fucking around? Or is,
Well,
or,
it
or
seems
is
like he's saying that he didn't love them enough to, like, put them and their
Yeah.
safety and her safety above whatever else he was doing.
But I wonder if, like, if the writers are using that as foreshadowing of something, or if, you know.
I don't think that he'll betray her because his entire family will be on her side in this.
I think it's unlikely, like, without that. But I'm just saying, like, I recognize that, and that's a thing.
But I have not mayhaps. Sir Carl will return soon to the fighting in the Stepstones.
He wants to go.
But I recommit myself to you. And to strengthening our house as we prepare you for your ascension. I will raise our sons to be princes of the realm.
Lynn.
You deserve better than what I've been. You deserve a husband.
So you were so against her saying it was all her decisions, but the reason she was mad at him was because it was literally his fault.
As we find out, yeah.
Yeah.
Takes two to tango, though.
I've asked them to have wine ready for you on the ship to help you sleep.
Is she gonna poison her husband on the road?
I don't think so. She would maybe want to win back his favor first.
Just make it back to King's Landing, Your Grace. Don't die on the way there. Is this what the mayhaps was? She's gonna betray him.
What are you two thinking?
They're thinking about calling the banners. Getting that raven ready. This episode is fucking insane.
There they go with their 3 dragons.
She stayed behind?
She's not going to King's Landing. They don't live there anymore.
Oh, right. Yeah, they live at Dragonstone. Fucking Lair is strong.
Bastard, I hope there's a rogue wave that comes in any second now.
Oh, shit.
A perversion of justice. The young prince defiled. Outrage.
Stab a tear.
Indeed.
If it's I you want, balance the scales. I am your servant.
How about quit it with that?
Tell him outright
Not
no.
necessary.
Okay, thank God.
But your devotion has not gone unnoticed.
You gotta be clear with this
These are
guy.
dangerous times.
The day will doubtless come when I require such a friend. With not only skill, but discretion as well.
So, demonstrate your discretion by not doing anything else dumb. He really gets me angry.
We could not marry unless Leonor were dead.
I know.
Huh?
This is I thought we were trying to, like, have the Valerians on our side here.
Voicing the stepstones.
He's wearing his murder robe again.
You're a noneless knight.
Yes.
Lord's taste. There are places across the narrow sea where it doesn't matter what a man's name is. Only how much gold he possesses.
What are you asking of me, Lord?
A quick death.
rule through terror.
A tyrant rules only through terror. If a king isn't feared, he is powerless. If you are to be a strong queen, you must cultivate love to fear you.
Really?
Why are you in my father's hall?
You have always looked down on me.
I do love Lennon.
You forget yourself.
Really? Seriously?
This is fucking crazy.
Princess Rainey's that remaining child.
Oh my god!
And the realm will whisper that I was somehow responsible.
Oh my fucking god!
No, it was him. No, it wasn't.
How did you let this happen? In my fucking home!
No one knows the truth of it, and our enemies won't.
Fear what else we might be capable of.
Oh my god.
I feel so bad for them. Both of their children, death by fire, like immediately.
These people are fucking crazy, man. They just lost their biggest ally. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what. Better get the daughter onto Laenor's dragon real quick before someone else tries to snatch him up.
is she fucking crazy,
This
man?
guy's gonna get killed like immediately.
Yeah, of
right
course. Guy's an idiot. What? Oh, shit!
Who was dead?
A guard?
Maybe. I thought that that's what they were gonna do, but then they were fighting, and I was like, holy shit! Wow, that's so much better. Cause I was like, yeah, they should just escape together. Because, but I was thinking it would be hard to fake his own death. But he would do, I think it's in Laenor's best interest at this point to just leave because he's not getting anything out of this. You know. So,
Yeah.
So good for him. I hope he'll have a happy ending somewhere
Same.
across the sea.
Same.
And, Jesus Christ.
Again, best episode of the show so far. Each week
It
it's
felt like
getting
it was
better and better.
3 hours long. It was like everything
Oh
happened.
My fucking god.
I like that. I like that. That's
I like
so
that a
good.
lot.
And I love it as well because it's a big sacrifice for him, but it's like him making up for all the problems that he essentially caused for Rhaenyra and the kids, you know? So he now is leaving, never to see his family again. But it will give her a better chance at, you know, not destroying everything, but it's still gonna fuck up. Everything's still gonna get fucked up. You already know.
Yeah. Yep.
That was crazy.
Alicent's a fucking psychopath, man.
I think the problem with Alicent is she has just been letting her hatred, get more and more over
Getting
the years.
spiteful, yeah.
Yeah. So much so that she, if she actually did cut out one of those kids' eyes, she would have been fucking destroyed, you know? If she hadn't cut Rhaenyra, but she had cut out her grandson's eye, that would have fucked her up. She was not thinking clearly whatsoever, you know?
Yeah, she's, she was pissed off her son's eye got cut out.
Mm-hmm. Through his own stupidity. He's kind of still funny, though. It was worth it.
I think it was worth it, but I think that was his way of kind of dunking on them at the end of fine, take my eye. I got the best fucking dragon in the land.
I think it was also his way of getting his mom to stop acting like a crazy person. If you saw your mom try to kill your I guess, or try to take out your nephew's eye as well as stab your aunt or sister, I guess. You know, that would mess you up.
I don't have anything else to say. This was a crazy episode. I'm so excited for next week.
Yeah.
Shit's about to pop right off. I was really happy for Aemond.
Yeah, until he started acting like a fucking bastard.
Like, I mean, I get the firm hand of, like, you know, because it wasn't his dragon to claim, technically speaking. So, like, I get his like, no, my dragon. I don't care what you say.
You don't have to be an asshole about it.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, I mean, they did bully him, you know.
Yeah, but
about not having a dragon. They did, like, give him the pig that time. So I think that he's pissed off in that way. So he has a right to be, you know, an asshole to them a little bit, but it is he did take it way too far. And again, they shouldn't have made that conversation about the succession. Once they made it about the succession, like that, it was a side issue to what was really going on.
I think Rhaenyra was trying to get what happened to happen, basically outing Alicent
as a psycho,
like a traitor, and directly going against the king
with witnesses.
But the problem is Viserys will never, like, he's not going to do anything to Alicent.
Yeah, what is he going to do? Like, divorce his wife, kill his wife?
Yeah.
I don't think divorce is even a thing in this, but
Now I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know if...
We're preparing for war, that's what's going to happen.
And I don't know what the Valerians are going to do now, because obviously their son isn't actually dead.
I don't know what they're going to do. They think he is.
Think he's dead, but they think that it was, like, his lover who did it, which is more plausible than just a random... if it was a random person, then it would be like, oh, well, obviously it was... like, you know, Rhaenyra plotting to get rid of him so that she could marry Daemon. But because it was his lover and they, like, clearly knew about him, then they, you know, can... There's, like, a history. They're not just a random assassin.
I wonder... Well, yeah.
Because if it was just a random assassin, then they'd be like, oh, this was an assassination. If it can be played out as, like, a lover's quarrel, then, you know, that's not really anyone's fault.
But they won't believe that. They don't believe that after she just remarries, like, instantly to her uncle.
Yeah, the
who's
instant remarriage was, you know, a little
What
bit...
I'm wondering is, would it be worth it for Rhaenyra to...
tell them?
To slip it to them on the side so that they could stay allies.
Mm-hmm. Or if they have to be siding with them anyway because they basically hold their granddaughters in the last bit of their legacy hostage because they're Daemon's kids.
If they're reluctantly on your side, then they're not on your side when it counts.
Yeah, I don't know if, like, maybe after they have, like, publicly been mourning, they can, like, you know, tell them, but the more people that know, the more dangerous that is.
Yeah, could you imagine, like, everybody's on the ship on the way out, they just land at King's Landing, and then they get the raven that the other kid has died, so then they just get right back on the ship and come back for another funeral? There's no way they come back for a second funeral 2 weekends in a row.
Oh, and you know who it was? It was probably the guy that Daemon took out in the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, another, like, black guy as well.
Yeah, because, yeah, they just got someone probably similar height, similar skin tone, and he got rid of all his hair.
Also, why is Daemon doing this on his own? Like, isn't that kind of crazy? They don't hire a faceless man. They don't, like, you know, do something like that. I mean, faceless men are obscenely expensive.
Well,
but
it's better if Daemon does it because...
he's a master assassin. He's got his murder cloak, and nobody knows who he is.
And also, it's good for him to... cause, like, at first I was like, you're pretty fucking dumb and you're gonna have to kill that guy once you let him go because you can't let him go after you hired him. But now it makes sense that it was Daemon because then it's, you know, it's all within the plan, you know?
What a great episode, man. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Crazy. I feel like there's so much going on, but I feel like I don't even have that much to say about it because it was just so good.
Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.